My name is Anna, and I'm 30 years old. Most days aren't happy. A lot of nights, I feel scared. I cry sometimes. I really want to leave, to start over, but I just don't know where I'd go. When I was a little kid, my mom was my whole world. She was so good to us. She cooked, she read us stories. She just made everything okay. But when I was 10, she got sick and passed away. After that, my dad changed. He was always angry. I have 2 younger sisters, and we were all pretty scared of him. He didn't hug us or smile. He never asked how we were doing. Mostly, he just yelled, and sometimes he'd hit us. I wanted to get away, but what could a little kid do? I didn't have any money or anyone to help me. One day, my dad lost it completely. He was really going to hurt me. Ow, old and shrow and a sound throw sour attacked you. I was terrified, and I ran to my aunt's house. My dad got scared too, and he did something stupid and ended up in the hospital for a while. After that, they sent me to a camp for a few weeks. And then I went back home. My dad never hit me again after that, but I was always nervous around him. When I was 14, I started trying to get away any chance I could. My dad was really strict and wouldn't let me go out, so I didn't have friends. I just wanted some freedom. I wanted to feel happy for once. When I was 16, I met this guy named Tom. He was 20. I'll kind moro. Out saying you and your Kyle. Olshti er sekater. He smiled at me, and he was nice. He even said I was pretty. No one had ever called me pretty before. I wanted to believe him. He said, "Come with me, you'll be happier." I wanted so badly to get away from my dad's house, to be free. So, I went with Tom. He was living with his parents, and I moved in with them. For a little while, things were good. I actually thought my life would get better. Then one day, Tom got angry. He started yelling, and then he hit me. I just stood there crying. I was so shocked. Why? Why did he do that? Tom said he was sorry. He said, "I love you." I wanted to believe him. I thought maybe it was just a mistake, that he wouldn't do it again. But the next day, he hit me again. I was scared, but I stayed. I didn't have anywhere else to go. Tom started drinking a lot. When he drank, he wasn't nice at all. He'd yell, he'd hit me. I wanted to leave, but I had no family to turn to. My dad didn't want me back, and Tom's parents didn't help me. When I was 17, I found out I was pregnant. At first, I was happy. I thought maybe Tom would change, that he'd love me and the baby. But then Tom got arrested. He robbed someone and had to go to jail for 3 years. My dad was furious when he found out I was pregnant. He yelled, "Get out of my house. You're not my daughter anymore." Tom's parents didn't want me either. I was completely alone. I stayed with a friend for a while, and then my stepmother convinced my dad to let me come back home. So I went back, but my dad was still cold. He barely talked to me. I had my baby, a little girl. She was beautiful, and I loved her so much. I went to visit Tom in jail to show him our baby, but he was just angry. He yelled, "Why did you bring her here?" I started crying. I wondered if he even loved me. When Tom got out of jail, I was scared, but he tracked me down. He said, "Let's get back together." I felt like I didn't have a choice, so I stayed with him. Tom hadn't changed at all. He started hitting me again. He was drinking all the time, and he was seeing other women. I got pregnant again and had a little boy. I was happy for a little while, but then Tom found another woman. She gave him alcohol. He would spend the night with her, then come home and hit me. He was angry all the time and was convinced I wanted to leave him. One day, he hit me so hard I couldn't even move. He locked me in a room. He sent the kids outside, then came back and hit me again. But I didn't scream. I didn't want my children to hear. I wanted to run, but I had no money. Tom told me, "No one will ever love you. You're ugly." "Sel a kaya said you in traumtiu. You're nothing without me." And I believed him. Years went by. Tom drank less and stopped hitting me, but he still wasn't a good man. He wasted all our money. I still wanted to leave, but I was so scared. My kids needed their father, right? I didn't know what to do. So, that's where I am now. Should I leave? I want a new life. I want to be happy, but I'm terrified. Where would I go? How would I live? I love my kids so much. I want them to be happy, but can I really make them happy if I stay with Tom? I just don't know the answer. I hope that one day, I'll find the strength to leave. I hope that one day, I won't be afraid anymore. If you enjoyed the story, please like, subscribe, and share.